Okay, I'm leaving the chat and the comments closed on this whole series because I don't need anybody chiming in. I don't need anybody coming in trying to cause interference. I don't need anybody rallying me on. I don't need any of that stuff. Now, a lot of people are going to have a problem with this. Personally, I don't care. This is going to be a series. This is part 1. Now, I'm sure everybody know about the Kenneka Jenkins thing. But what you may not know is it's all a scam. See, what happened is when she died, everybody, they found out that, hey, I can just sit at home on my smartphone, upload a video to YouTube, and little do I know, which they did not know, it's going to get thousands and thousands of views. And the more elaborate my video is, the more views it's going to get. And I don't know, maybe it could be a couple of months later or something like that. Google sent them an email saying, hey, you can be monetized now. So the word gets around. The word gets around to all these people. They spread the word to each other. We can make money by doing this. So once that came out, then everything went into a millionfold overdrive. Her death became an opportunity for all these people to look at her death as like, okay, let me just make up lies. Let me just say whatever it is I think. It don't matter what it is. You can come on here and just post anything. It don't matter, true or not, whether you're concerned about it or not. Video after video after video, and Google is gonna cut me checks for it. And that's what they've been doing. Now, I know a little bit more now than I did before. I never did that. Anything I did, I came on here telling what I saw other people doing. And of course, it's a real close-knit community of people. It's like they feel like, oh, well, if you just ignore him, he'll go away. I'm not going to go away this time. Because that's what Zillionaire Entertainment told Sakina. Just ignore him, he'll go away. I'm not going to go away this time. This time, I refuse to go away. It's not going to be that simple this time. So I guess y'all just going to have to be up working 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, targeting my channel, because I'm going to be telling the truth and exposing y'all ass. All her death is to these people is, ooh, let me just get on here and act like I give a damn, which I really don't. Not to say that they didn't at first, but then when the money came into it, all that went out the window. I mean, I exposed a few people on here. Zillionaire Entertainment. I didn't even know Sakina Thorogood was doing that, but she was. I did videos on TIFFANYMDRAPER. Her and Zillionaire have both had channel after channel after channel after channel after channel. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they're on all these social medias, and it's all to make money off of this girl's death. Now what they do is, this is how they do it. They go and subscribe to the social media accounts of everybody that was at that party. They investigate them. They find out their names, all their personal information. What they do is they found out all of Kenneka Jenkins' friends, and they targeted those friends Now, they don't necessarily subscribe to their social media accounts under their real accounts. They create fake accounts to do this. Who knows? They probably act like they like them and act like they're their friend under these fake accounts, all the while to manipulate information out of them. And then they get on YouTube and make targets out of them. Some of them don't even know that they're being recorded. They record these friends' social media videos, which all these friends really have to do is go to YouTube and claim copyright on those videos that they're using. Let's say, for instance, they go to Instagram, right? Let's say, for instance, they create a fake Instagram account, and then they become friends with one of the friends of Kenneka Jenkins. It's all for ulterior motives. And every time one of those friends go live or post anything on Instagram, they record it. Then they double back down and they post it on YouTube, where they get paid off of it. They're using these friends' videos, recording it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever they're on, Twitter, under fake accounts, befriending these people, all under lies. And then they go back to YouTube and post it and make money off of it. Now, what the friends don't know is they can come back to YouTube and claim copyright, and YouTube will cut that check to them because it's their content. But a lot of them don't know that. I'm going to be covering all that stuff. But these people, they don't give a damn about. Now, they may have acted like they did at first, and then it became very sinister. It's like, well, now we're all in competition with each other on YouTube. So you had all these sinister things that were going on. They were, well, let's target this channel and shut down this channel so that nobody will go over and watch their videos, but everybody will come over here and watch our videos or my videos, and then I get to make all the money. All that was going on. If I had to guess, it's still going on. I did videos on these people, and believe me, all Kenneka Jenkins' death is to these people is a paycheck. That's all it is. It may not have started out that way, but ultimately that's how they built up their following. If they have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube, that's how they got them. Because of Kenneka Jenkins. And they call it Justice for Kenneka. That's what that J4K is. And it's a very close-knit community. I had no idea I was in that community. But I guess I became in that community once I started reporting on the things that I saw that these people were doing. And I know a little more now than I did before. Like I said, you know, there's all this competition, you know, and the more lies you make up, the more views you get. You know, targeting the friends, that were at the party. Do you realize how many different scenarios you can come up with? And that's what they've been doing year after year after year. Let's take, for instance, Zillionaire Entertainment. I think this is his 4th channel. Every time a channel of his gets shut down, he starts making Kenneka Jenkins videos to build the following back up. And then he creates a troll account, trolling me, making fun of me, like, oh, you ain't getting but X amount of views, but Zillionaire Entertainment and Trey King is getting all these other thousands of views. But at the same time, it's him poking fun at me because I'm not on here exploiting somebody's death to survive. You know. And he does it channel after channel after channel. I remember one time his channel was down. He was on here. He looked like he was about to have a heart attack. And then if you look at their channels, you realize that they can't do nothing else. If they do anything that ain't got nothing to do with Kenneka Jenkins, they don't get no views. Now, what Zillionaire has been doing is he's been tagging Trey King and following Trey King and imitating everything he does after Trey King and the Breakfast Club and Lovely, T.I., and Tasha K. And so now he's trying to like mold himself after those people. He feels like, well, you know, if I can get them to shout me out, then I'll become famous on YouTube. But at the end of the day, these people, they have no talent at all. I think every day they realize that, hey, if I'm not reporting on some tragedy, which remember now, that's what Trey King does. He reports on tragedies. He figured out a way that, hey, if somebody dies some horrible death, I can come on here and make money off of it. See, these are the sinister things that these people do. And they target me because it seems like to me, either I'm the only one that sees it, or I'm the only one that has the courage to come on here and speak about what I see. And by doing that, I become a target. But I didn't realize that they create fake female accounts to try to make me start doing videos about these fake troll people that don't even exist. I won't be doing that ever again. Because, you know, somebody schooled me on what they do. And I'm glad they did. But at the end of every day, they're on here like, ooh, look at me, you know, I'm all this and that. But everything that they've ever gotten has been off of somebody else's tragedy. And then there's all this competition among each other to shut down channels. They even have flag teams. They call them flag teams. Where, you know, they'll have like a funeral. I think they call it a funeral. Your channel is we're gonna have a funeral for your channel. So I guess they've gotten so above themselves that they feel like, you know, bump what YouTube's policies and procedures are. We run this. We run YouTube. So they've gotten so big-headed that they feel like, hey, everybody go over here and flag this channel, and we're going to bring the channel down. That's what they call them, flag teams or whatever. I guess YouTube has become hip to that now. And now, you know, depending on certain things that you do on YouTube, they'll double back down and take your channel now. They weren't doing that before. But now, certain things that you do that are sinister things, underhanded things, undermining type things, like let's say for instance, Tiffany Draper says, hey, let's everybody go over here and flag down Stuck on Stupid 2K channel. Let's say, and YouTube might turn around and take her channel instead. So you don't see a lot of that like you used to. But all of these people, they're hanging by a thread. You can go to all of their channels. Every single one of them. If they ain't talking about Kenneka Jenkins or some kind of horrible tragedy like Trey King does, they just get normal views like anybody else do. But they feel like they're special. They feel like they're talented. They feel like they're better than you because, well, they build up their channel on J4K, on Kenneka Jenkins videos. So I'm better than you because I'm monetized, because I built up my channel off of Kenneka Jenkins videos. But at the end of the day, that's all they can do. Kenneka Jenkins feeds them, pays their phone bill. I mean, look how many years Kenneka Jenkins has been dead. And they do video after video after video. I mean, I could search right now on YouTube for Kenneka Jenkins. There will be thousands, literally thousands of Kenneka Jenkins videos that come up that are associated with probably hundreds of pages, hundreds of channels, and they're all doing the same thing. It's called the J4K. That's what they call it. And from what last I heard, J4K is never gonna go away. Now I'm gonna tell you why it's never gonna go away. Because that's a living for them. And they feel good about it. Oh, well, let me just go in here and make up a lie on Kenneka Jenkins or make up a lie on some of the friends. And really, to me, the sad part is a lot of those friends of hers have been targeted, have been stalked, have been threatened. Their lives have been threatened over these same people that are sitting around making money and making up more elaborate lies for money. And these same people right now, their lives are hanging by a thread. Isn't that funny how everything has taken a turn? Their lives are hanging by a thread. Because let's just face it. A lot of y'all might not know, but let's just face it. They aren't making enough money to pay all of their bills. They're not. And they weren't ever working anywhere because their living was sitting at home on their smartphones uploading videos over the past few years. So now that COVID-19 is going on, normal people worked on a job somewhere. So if they're not working, they're getting their unemployment and they're getting $600 a week on top of it and whatever they was making on YouTube. These people, they are only getting whatever they was getting on YouTube. And it ain't enough to take care of them. And they never got up off their ass to make a legitimate legal living because they always looked at Kenneka Jenkins' death as their paycheck. Let me just come on here and make up a million lies and get paid. And they were so comfortable with that for the longest time. And so that's where they are now. They're hanging by a thread. Their lives are literally hanging by a thread. And they think they're special. Oh, look how talented I am. Listen to this lie I've made up about a friend of Kenneka Jenkins that has in turn targeted that female. Probably thousands of people are going to that female's social media account threatening her over this lie that I've made up about it to put money in my pocket. And now there's a third party over here that I'm using their own content to make money off of, and at the same time they're being threatened and targeted because of me. And they have all these different troll accounts, fake accounts on all these different social media platforms. These people are crooks. They're frauds. They're thieves. That's why they target my channel. That's why Zillionaire Entertainment told Sakina, ignore him, he'll go away. I'm not going to go away this time. I'm not going to go away this time, Zillionaire. What's this, your fourth channel? I mean, you've branched off a little bit more now. Thanks to Kobe Bryant's death. According to you, you have pictures of Kobe Bryant dead in the helicopter crash. You must feel really good about something like that. Who would even want to see something like that? Y'all have to remember, a lot of these people are very sick people. They're very deranged people. Because their livelihood depends on it. Somebody like me, if a few people listen to me, they get threatened. They create all these different fake troll accounts. That's why I won't allow any chat, any comment, because they try to run interference. And they plot and scheme with each other in the background. Oh, let's target this channel, or let's target this channel, or let's bring down this channel because they're competition for us. And because they've gotten so comfortable with their scams and their frauds, all the fraudulent things that they do, they're like, well, in the case of Sakina, she feels like, well, I don't even have to even do anything about Kenneka Jenkins now. I can just run frauds and scams and tell different lies to all of my followers because I've been in the game long enough to know how it works. And I can just tell them all kind of lies and get them to take care of me. And there's all these different people involved. That's why, all their followers, they ride with them no matter what. And I think they call it ride or die. Even though they're a thief, a crook, a scammer, their followers don't care. They gonna ride with them if they're a thief. They gonna ride with them if they a crook. They gonna ride with them if they get on here and tell lies. They gonna ride with them no matter what. As long as they gonna put $1 in that person's pocket. So you got all these different players involved. the subscribers, the content creators, the moderators, the viewers, the trolls, the fake accounts. It's all one big elaborate scam. See, I'm glad that they've done the things that they've done to me, because now I have even more to reveal. I have even more to reveal now. To this day, there's a troll in my comments talking about, hey, no, I already know what you're doing. Before I may not have known, but now I know. I don't communicate with any of them. And they're constantly plotting and scheming in the background because they never want anybody like me to get on here and tell the truth about what's really going on. And the reason that they don't want that is because somebody might listen. And then they come to my channel and they subscribe and unsubscribe. They try to manipulate the videos. They try to manipulate the algorithm. I mean, you name it, they do it. Because see, for the longest time, I never went live. I would upload videos, which I'm still going to be doing that too. But by going live, I learned more about the things that they do that I didn't know about. So now I know what to do when I upload a video, and I also know what to do when I go live. Don't communicate with none of them. Let YouTube and Google do what it does to my content. Now, mind you, if Trey King could have brought down my channel, it would already be down. If Zillionaire Entertainment could have brought down my channel, it would already be down. If Sakina could have brought down my channel, it would already be down. They can't do it because I haven't violated anything. That's the key word. I haven't violated anything. And they do all this stuff day and night, all throughout the night, all throughout the day, to try to get up under your skin so you'll get up on here and say or do something that will cause your channel to be in some kind of a violation. But that won't be happening either, because I'm hip to the game now. I'm hip to the game. So like I said, this is just part one, y'all. I am going to be delving head first into it. Nobody is off limits. Now, I will say this. Everybody that was involved in the whole J4K community is not a thief. Everybody that's involved in this is not a crook. Everybody that's involved in this does not look at her death as a means of monetary gain. Or, they don't get on here and exploit her death for ads and monetization. Everybody doesn't do it. But now it's very easy after the fact, after you've gotten monetized, after you've done all of this, to get on here and say, oh, well, I'm sorry about this and I'm sorry about that. No, you're not. You're just as guilty as the people that's still out here doing it because you were doing it. So you're no different than any of the rest of them are. So don't be fooled by any of that. Just because they're no longer talking about Kenneka Jenkins, it doesn't mean that they didn't get where they are because they were doing all these sinister things that everybody else was doing to gain monetarily off of Kenneka Jenkins. So like I said, I'm taking a step back from a lot of people. I will be unsubbing from a lot of people. Because like I said, this series is going to be a problem for a lot of people. And the way you can tell what they're really about is the ads. Let's say, for instance, if somebody comes on here and apologizes, but there's ads all through the apology, you already know what they're about. You automatically know what they're about. The money. And see, COVID-19 has a lot of people right now where they're hanging by a thread. They're hanging by threads. So if they were desperate before, now they're 100 times more desperate than they were. And when you throw karma in the midst, they start targeting each other's channels. Oh, well, let me flag your channel. Well, no, I'm going to turn around and flag yours. So, eventually they'll just self-destruct. A lot of them are already insane. But no. And Zillionaire, I think, is the poster child for Kenneka Jenkins. From what I understood, he was the king, and then I heard somebody say that Lovely the Great was the queen. So Zillionaire Entertainment TV was the king of J4K Kenneka Jenkins videos, and then Lovely the Great debates or whatever it is. I don't know how many channels or whatever, but from what I understand, she was the queen. So, like I said, it's going to be a very tangled web that you weave, And don't think for a minute that all of their platforms weren't built up off of the back of Kenneka Jenkins. Now, they're going to get on here and say, oh, I'm just trying to get to the truth, I just really want justice for her. It's all a ploy. Or, I'm sorry that, I spoke however way about this, her or him or whatever. It's all a ploy. Because there's ads all the way through it. So, like I said, and in the event that they do take down this channel, every channel that I ever build will be addressing the exact same thing. See, they're banking on you going away. And as long as nobody ever watches you, they're happy. That's why they're going to make sure that they don't give you a click. They're going to make sure that they don't give you a view. They're going to make sure that they don't give you a sub. All in hopes of manipulating that video, manipulating that channel, manipulating that algorithm. But then they're manipulating all of their audiences with everything that they do. Every video. See, I finally see through it all. But at the end of the day, none of them are ever really talented. And they feel like they're so much better than you. Oh, because what? You built up your platform off the back of a dead black female. That makes you, what, better than me? Because of all the things that you could possibly do, of all the different subjects that you could possibly speak on, of all the things in this whole big wide world that are going on. But you're better than me because all you could do, the only thing that you were able to do, you were reduced. I'm just going to call it what it is. You were reduced. Well, here's this dead black female over here. Let me use this dead black female and build up a following of people. Let me use this dead black female to my advantage. Let me use this dead black female for a come up. And that makes you better than me. A lot of them, they're out of their minds. A lot of them are going to be in their feelings. I don't care. Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's more than y'all ever did. You know, your platforms were built up on lies. That's why there's so much disparity right now between a lot of the people in the J4K community. They don't get along. There's been lines drawn in the sand. You know why? Because of all the underhanded things that they've been willing to do, have done, are doing, and will continue to do behind the scenes for that click, that view, that sub, and ultimately that money. This is part one.